How's everybody doing today?
All right.
I said, how are y'all doing today? I mean, really? I'm so lucky. Like right now, I'm sitting on stage with all these excellent scholars. And let me just go into a little bit of what we've been doing today. Today has been about, we don't need to kill all the lights. We can leave those kind of going. Today has been about bringing together intellectuals, pop culture, blues, jazz, all these different, all these different musics and ideas, and the idea of the Delta culture, and putting it in one room while this festival is going on with all these people from all over the world. The theme for today is blues geography, and we started off with a photo exhibit with some scholars from Kansas City, Mississippi Valley, and also South Carolina, which is the work that you see displayed here. We also had Mississippi Spoon Man, who is a Helena Arkansas artist who has a DVD and played with some of the local musicians here to showcase and highlight what Helena brings to the table. Also, we had a Louis Jordan video, which shows a Brinkley, Arkansas musician playing with all these great artists from all over the world. In addition, Curb Institute, which we want to take a time to shout out Mike Curb at the Institute for hosting and helping co-sponsor this with Arkansas Blues and Heritage Festival. Today we had the Rhodes Scholars, who are Blues Fellows, a particular fellowship created to study the region and study the music of the region. They presented their work today, so it's been a lot of fun. This is a really informal gathering, so just be thinking, we have some of the greatest scholars on blues right here on this stage, so if you want to ask them questions, now's the time to be thinking about it. I'm going to take some time to allow them to introduce themselves, starting on the end with you, Scott.
Okay. Scott Barretta. I'm currently working, I'm out of Oxford, Mississippi, where I teach a course on anthropology of the blues, and with Jim, I've been working for the last 3 or 4 years now on the Mississippi Blues Trail. We just recently put up our 115th. We've got some representatives from the Blues Trail over here as well. They've got a table down there right next to the Mississippi to Arkansas marker. I hope people take the time to go look at our marker and make sure you go around to see the back side of it, because we've been able to document a lot of things around the state, including talking about some of the geographic differences to a certain extent. The markers are, I'm going to leave some of that for talking later, but in any case, I was also formerly the editor of Living Blues magazine and host a radio show called Highway 61 on Mississippi Public Broadcasting. I'll let Jim talk a little bit about Living Blues, though.
All right, I'm Jim O'Neill. I was one of the founders of Living Blues magazine when it was in Chicago, and then later moved to the University of Mississippi. And I moved down shortly after that. I had grown up in Mississippi and Alabama, but came back and lived in Clarksdale for a while, had a record company and a record store there, and now I'm in Kansas City, but I'm still always back and forth between there and Mississippi, and doing a lot of research now that's available to do by phone and on the internet and microfilm at libraries, so even when I can't get down here, I'm always looking up things about Mississippi, Arkansas, Memphis.
David Evans, and professor of music at the University of Memphis, and also have been involved in the Mississippi Blues Trail Marker program, not quite as heavily as these two gentlemen, but I've been involved in blues research since the 1960s, also performing blues. In fact, my Last Chance Jug Band just played about an hour ago up on the children's stage, and I've got several books on blues based on field research or CD productions and so on. I've just been involved in, I guess, almost all aspects of blues and blues research and teaching and writing since the 1960s.
My name is John Bass. I currently I'm the director since June of the Mike Curb Institute for Music. This is an institute at Rhodes that was established 4 years ago by a gift from the record producer Mike Curb, who doesn't really have any connection to this region other than having a profound love for the music. Some interesting tangential connections he has. Just has a love for music from this region. So he gives a gift to Rhodes College with the intent of putting forth an institute, and our goal is to research, promote, and support regional music. We're based in Memphis, so of course we do a lot of Memphis music, but the region has to extend to the upper Mississippi Delta. They're connected, and I also, so that it was important for me right off the bat. One of the first things I did was get students into the Delta to see where this music came from and to actually be here in this place. I also teach courses on African American music and music of Africa, and most of what I learned to teach those classes I learned from Dr. Evans here. So.
Awesome. Well, my name is Candice Ivory. I am the educational coordinator, one half of it for the Arkansas Blues and Heritage Festival. So for the portion that happens in this Malco, I've been working with that. Also, simultaneously, I'm an advisor with Curb and work really closely with John as far as creating the fellowships, which brought the 6 fellows out and got them to present. But on the side and in the front, really, that's what I do on the side. In the front, I'm a musician and an artist, and I've been playing professional music since I was 14, and I've always been in academics. It's just always been around me, and have a love for and passion for academics and the pop culture, and see ways for the world to kind of meld those things together. So there's a lot of projects where that kind of blend ends up happening, and I'm just really honored to be able to sit among this distinguished panel and present this for you, because this is also very unique to the festival. This is the first year that they've done something of this nature, and hopefully it will be something that continues, because it's very important to look at the educational aspects of the blues. So with that, I'm going to launch into our discussion